Kathryn. I'm Mrs Sacher's daughter, and I'm going to be reading you Sniffles for Bear. It's really funny, and it's all about a bear that gets the sniffles. Sniffles for Bear by Bonnie Becker, illustrated by Caddy McDonald Denton. Bear was sick, very, very sick. His eyes were red, his snout was red. His throat was sore and gruffly. In fact, Bear was quite sure no one had ever been as sick as he. One morning, Bear heard a tap, tap, tapping on his front door. "Come in," he rasped. Mouse, small, gray, and bright-eyed, bustled into Bear's living room. Bear huddled in his chair, big and brown and snuffly snouted. He had a terrible cold. "I am come," declared Mouse. "Soon you'll be as good as new." Bear frowned. Mouse was much too cheerful. "I am quite ill," Bear reminded him. "Indeed," said Mouse. "I have just the thing." Mouse ruffled through his bag and then settled next to Bear with a yellow book in his paws. It was spring, Mouse read. The sky was blue, the sun was happy, and all the birds were singing. "Stop," Bear growled. "I fear you do not appreciate the gravity of my situation." Mouse looked sad, but his tail didn't. "In fact, I may not be long for this world," Bear huffed. "Oh my," Mouse said. "Yes," Bear murmured, coughing pitifully. "I grow weaker by the moment." "Ah, I have just the thing," Mouse announced. "I shall soothe you with a song. Oh, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be—" "Disgraceful," barked Bear. "Don't you like my singing?" asked Mouse. "When someone is dreadfully ill, you sing a mournful song. Everybody knows that," growled Bear. He blew his nose with a honk. "I have just the thing," Mouse said. He rifled through his bag. Plunk, plunk, plitty, twing, twang, plonk. Mouse strummed heartedly on his tiny banjo. "That isn't mournful at all," cried Bear. "It gets sad later," Mouse promised. Twing, twang, plonk. "This is impossible, intolerable," Bear started to roar, but he was too weak. "Look," Bear wheezed. "Look at how my paw is trembling. You must help me to bed." And indeed, Mouse was most helpful. He tucked Bear in and whisked out of the bedroom door. He returned balancing a bowl of soup on his head. "Nettle soup," Mouse said. "I made it myself." Bear sipped cautiously. It was hot and tasted a bit like spinach and straw, but Bear rather liked it. Bear's eyes began to close. "Better?" Mouse inquired. Bear's eyes snapped open. "Certainly not. I think I should make a will." "Ah, I have just the thing," Mouse said, fetching a pencil and a little notebook from his bag. He perched next to Bear, his pencil poised, ready to write. Bear gazed thoughtfully at the ceiling. "I, Bear," he said, "leave my red roller skates to—" Bear paused. Mouse leaned forward eagerly. "To Mouse," Bear announced. "Hooray!" said Mouse. Bear frowned. "You didn't need to be so happy about it. I also leave my mop to Mouse," he added quickly. Mouse didn't look as interested in that. "I also leave my wash bucket," Bear added. At last, Mouse seemed to understand the gravity of the situation. "Anything else?" asked Mouse. "I'm too weak to go on," Bear said. "Perhaps I could just add your tea kettle," Mouse said hopefully. "Have you no decency?" growled Bear, sitting straight up in bed. "Your strength has returned!" exclaimed Mouse. "No, it hasn't," Bear said, falling back. "That was just a last flicker before the dark." "I see," Mouse said, folding his paws, looking very sad, evening his tail. Bear's voice dropped to a whisper. Farewell, Mouse. Goodbye, Bear, murmured Mouse. Bear closed his eyes and lay very still, and he began to snore. After a long while, Bear opened his eyes. He saw Mouse. I feel better, Bear said. Mouse nodded, and he didn't look so good. His eyes were watery, and he made a sniffling sound. Perhaps you better lie down, Bear said, getting out of bed. Mouse didn't argue. Do you want to make a will? Bear asked. Mouse shook his head. Bear carefully tucked him in. I'm sorry you're sick, said Bear. Thank you, Bear, Mouse sniffled. And a moment after he added, that was just a ting. Bear smiled. Mouse closed his eyes, and he was soon snug asleep.